1997. Pastor Jim Sprouse, the year you arrived here at Trinity United Methodist as our senior pastor. It's been a long run.
Has been fun.
It has been fun. What are you most proud of?
One of the things that matters a lot to me is with that length of time at a church, I've not only baptized children who were infants when we first came. We've been here long enough to see them get married, and now some of them have children, and we're baptizing their children. That's really cool. I've never had that before in any other pastoral experience, and most pastors will never have that experience because the average tenure for many pastors in the Methodist Church, 3.5 years, 4 years, they're gone. But for 23, we see them all grow up. Leah, Logan. That's right. And the very first wedding that we did here was a D'Amico wedding. It was Natalie. And we like the new fellowship building.
Yeah.
That's cool. And all the people who were involved in that. Very proud of Trinity Church and its mission work in Honduras, to the community, to the homeless, to the Pastoral Counseling Center next door. Those were strong and remain strong pastoral ministries to the people of Northern Virginia. When we came here, there were no evening meetings. Even AAs weren't meeting here. And now there's something, well, until the COVID-19 hit, the Trinity is used every day of the week and every night of the week for something. It's a big deal. And I'm proud of Crafts for a Cause.
I was going to ask Molly, what are you proud of? Because I know Crafts for a Cause is a big deal.
It was just fun. It became, something you can focus on that people like. And a lot of the credit goes to Fair Oaks Hospital because you can't assume that every hospital is interested in things for patients and community outreach. A lot of them, we found they wanted commercial things. And Fair Oaks is just really friendly, and they love their volunteers, and they really want to do things for the patients.
And they don't charge for parking.
Yeah, which I love. I think that's been going for 10 years. So there's still another 13 years that, I did other things. And I'm just struck when listening to Jim talk about it. We always say it was a different church when we came, mainly because so many of the people that were there are now moved on, either to retirement homes or to heaven.
Great people.
And so it's a different congregation, and yet there's a consistency there. There's still a lot of members that have been there since we came, and you look at the directory from that year, and everybody's children are babies, and now they're, all grown with their own. So there's a wonderful consistency to that.
Trinity kind of models the entire country, if not the whole world in a way, because, again, when we came in 1997, the majority of the congregation would be what I would have referred to then as old school Methodists, born and raised. 60 to 70% of the congregation out there now, whether 8:30 or 10:30, they weren't Methodists, never have been. Most were Roman Catholic, Presbyterians, an odd mix, but there are, except for maybe 4 or 5 people, there are no old school United Methodists left at Trinity. It's a hybrid now.
Which is good.
One of the traditions that we began here had to do with the Christmas tree and the glass ornaments and the prayer concerns that went in, and there are 23 years worth of prayer concerns. We'd not done that in churches prior, but I would definitely like to continue that tradition of the congregation decorating the tree with the glass ornaments and a prayer or a hope or a dream written inside there, and then just let that grow over the years with those multicolored, each year is a different color paper, so that it begins to look like a rainbow.
Oh yeah, the felt board. Who started
that? Yeah, we started that. Covered that piece of plywood that weighed 1,000 pounds with felt and made all of the little animals and stuff. And then Bill Trapp eventually made us one that actually is a trifold now, and it's much lighter and easier to use. But we've continued that tradition. As a matter of fact, those are the original animals.
They are.
We've added 2. We have to glue eyes on every now and then. And
Crafts spruced them up at some point. That's really popular. That's what I think people seem to bring their children there at Christmas just to do that.
It's just fun. That's all. It's a fun celebration.
Fun. And the Thanksgiving potluck, we started that because of Stanton School so that we could have a way to get to know the school children, and they could have a fun Thanksgiving dinner. So it started with that, with Church and Society, and then eventually that got too complicated because of bus and permission slips and all that. So that fell off the wagon, but we just kept doing the potluck. And that just seemed like a really good tradition that everybody seems to enjoy. It got tweaked over the years. And then making the sandwiches, when we came, it was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in room 205, and I think we made, how many, 100?
2 or 250.
200
and
maybe?
Dave Hull would get up and sing the invitation to make the sandwiches.
That's right.
He
And,
sang in the choir. He'd walk out front. He would sing about making the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Which the children loved because they thought it was so cool that we were making peanut butter and jelly, but everyone else hated it. So at some point, I think in the first year that we were there, somebody said, let's do bologna and cheese. Let's forget the peanut butter and jelly. So we started doing bologna and cheese. So from 200 sandwiches we got up to, 1,500.
1,500.
And then, of course, we switched to granola bar bags because the sandwiches got complicated. And but I love that tradition. And
We have fed a lot of people.
We have.
We have.
And I like the ethnic variety of the Thanksgiving, because even though we think of either Plymouth or Jamestown or rather Williamsburg, whatever, William Cadium, you may remember William and Yasmin, every year his contribution to the Thanksgiving dinner was buttered chicken
Delicious.
from an Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
And he would always make an extra batch and he would send it home with Molly and me because he knew I loved it.
Right.
And I thought, that's my Thanksgiving.
well, you got everybody's favorites,
We did.
They're, my mom made this, stuffing.
And Daniel brings empanadas, and
Yeah.
it's just really
It's
cool
fun.
to see that variety.
Shrove Tuesdays always fun.
Shrove Tuesdays, great.
And that started again. That started with one stove and one person cooking the pancakes and the line staking out the door. And we adapted and got griddles but just kept doing it.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
It was in the day when Joanne Hull would take 15 minutes to flip one pancake, and we had them lined up out on the street almost.
Yeah,
So
it was-
the next year there were multiple
We had to buy a lot
areas
of
for
griddles.
for cooking pancakes.
So when I met Jim in Richmond, he was from Northern Virginia, and he was coming to Richmond to teach a class at the seminary. So that's where we met, because I was in seminary classes. And so I'm from Richmond, and I had a house there. So when I married him and moved up to Northern Virginia, we just kept the house and kept popping back and forth. And I have family there, and I grew up there. So, and he's from Charlottesville, so Richmond was always like the big city you went to from Charlottesville. And then we just, you planned for the retirement way down the road by making sure we had a house to retire to, and it's a nice sized city. And then Jim is going to be serving part-time at a church that he can talk about.
Yeah, I'll be at Huguenot United Methodist, and it's a part-time appointment.
I've noticed you have been using the word lovelies. Hello, lovelies, which I find very endearing. Where did it come from? Why do you use it? And when you think about your flock, what do you think of?
It is exactly what you just said. Trinity has some of the loveliest people as members and in association with it that I've ever known. And I just think of every one of the church members there as one of the lovelies that I've been privileged to serve over these years and have as part of the little garden that I've tilled and cared for and nurtured and has sustained me with its beauty and its grace and just the joy of the life that I see there and all of Trinity's lovelies. With everything that's facing the United Methodist Church now, including the vote that's coming up in 2021 and probably the imminent split that's before us, I think Trinity is positioned to stay strong and not even break stride in any of its ministries. And I would hope for it, that same level of love for God and spirit of worship that I've found there, the caring for others and the less fortunate, and meeting the needs of everyday people who are homeless or hungry or without medical care. That witness to the least among us has been a strong gift of spirit that God has used to heal and bless the communities of in Northern Virginia. And Trinity has been probably one of, if not the lead church in that respect. And I hope that kind of ministry and the joy, the satisfaction that comes with being blessed, but being able to share those blessings with others, I hope that continues and that Trinity lives long and it prospers in spirit and growth. It's my joy. To all the lovelies.
Hey there, Jim and Molly, Karen and Andy Briscoe, wishing you Godspeed on your next adventure in your marriage and life together. We have loved having you and the Trinity family and cherish all the years where I was the lay leader and worship chair, and we taught the Sunday school class for many years, and all of the couples retreats, particularly the one where Jim was characterized as a sheriff and you actually had a badge. I will always remember that.
And Jim, thank you for all your support while I was finance chair for 3 years and church council chair for 3 years. Obviously, we went through a lot in 6 years, and I appreciate all your prayers and support and wish you and Molly all the best in the journey ahead.
And we wanted to record here in the chapel in front of the Trinity window. I remember when we were all working together on the building campaign and the windows were being designed, and you shared that this would be the Trinity window facing out towards McLean. And then also, most recently, the installation of the labyrinth. Both of those bring a lot of joy and blessing to our lives and to the Trinity family and the community, and we appreciate your support on that.
Godspeed with you and Molly as you head towards Richmond. You can always come back and visit us. We look forward to it and lift you up in our prayers in your journey.
And Molly, we appreciate you so much, always having a smiling face in the congregation and all your contributions with Crafts for a Cause. We know that it's really bringing a lot to the community as well.
All the best to both of you. And again, please stay in touch.
Thank you, Thank you. We love you. Bye.
Thank you, Pastor Sprouse and Molly, for greeting the Detweiler family into Trinity United Methodist Church over 9 years ago.
We have loved going to 8:30 and the 10:30 services, and we loved having you attend all of our children's ministry events like Trunk or Treat or ice cream socials. It was great. Thank you.
We love our Bibles and being confirmed in the 7th grade.
And thank you for shaking our hands every Sunday after church.
We'll miss you both so much, but we're only an hour and a half away from you from Richmond. So please come visit in Nova. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hi, Pastor Jim. This is Andrew and Ashley Smith. We just wanted to say thank you so much for your almost quarter century of service to the Methodist Church and to the Trinity community.
And for baptizing both of our boys.
And of course, for helping us tie the knot.
Hi, Jim. Congratulations from all the Coxes. Wanted to let you know how much your words have meant over these many years. They have often touched my soul. Best wishes to you and Molly. I hope our paths cross in the future. Bye.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Molly. This is John and Julie, and we're here to wish you a very, very, very happy future. We wanted to thank you for all that you've done for our family. We have tons of memories, and Jim, you've been much more than just a pastor to us. You've been a pastor and a friend. Molly, we couldn't have asked for a better support element for our pastor, but also as a friend. We will remember the parties, we'll remember tons of laughs, and we've had some sad times with some friends that have passed with us, and you guys have gotten us through all that. You've baptized all of my grandchildren. You've taken care of all of my children at one time or another, and you've been so good friends to us and taken care of us and given us hope for the future. We wish you the absolute very best, and we hope that we can remain friends with you guys forever.
And you know, Jim, I'll never forget 23 years ago when we were in that library and I first met you. I knew that you were going to be an immediately great fit for our church. What I didn't know was what a good friend you were going to become for John and myself. And then, of course, you married Molly, and I got a wonderful friend in her. A lot of game nights, a lot of fun times to remember. The one thing I'm okay about, no, I'm tearing up, is that I know that we're going to stay friends with you guys for a long time. Hopefully when we travel, you can come visit us. We'll come to Richmond if we're invited.
You're not allowed to walk by any pools, though.
No, we know Jim doesn't have a good track record with pools. But anyway, we're really sad to see you leave Trinity, but happy for your next chapter of your life. I think it'll be a fun one, and Jim, you'll probably find all kinds of new gadgets to play with, and Molly, I have no problem with knowing that you're going to be very busy with all your crafting and with all your friends in Richmond. Anyway, thanks for a wonderful 23 years. We love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Jim, we'll miss you. It won't be the same at Trinity without you. Thanks for all the years of good times in service. Say bye, guys. Say bye to Jim.
Bye. Bye, Jim.
Bye, Jim. Good luck in retirement. We'll miss you, buddy.
Hello, Reverend Sprouse and Molly. And first of all, let me just say congratulations for your retirement. And I want to say to you that I'm truly going to miss you and all that you've done for our class. Reverend Sprouse, you've been such a blessing to our Bible class, and no matter what we asked for or what we needed, you and Trinity was there to provide it for us. I can remember when we were struggling with our relationship with CBS, you told me, Jerome, don't worry, you can become a part of the Trinity family, the ministries in the church, and we did, and I would tell you, we never looked back, and we are just so happy to this day to still be a member of the Trinity family. I can't thank you and the leadership of Trinity for all that you've done for us. I believe it's been over 20 years since we became a part of Trinity, and there's no words can express how grateful we are. There's a lot more I can say, Reverend Sprouse, but to keep from getting emotional, I will say it once again. Thank you for being such a blessing. Thank you for being such a supporter, and thank you for being there anytime we needed anything. I want to wish you and Molly the best in this next season of your life. I know the Lord is not through with you, and He has so much in store for you, and I hope that anytime you're in the area on the Monday night that you just come in and say hello. We love you, and we're going to miss you so very much. God bless.
It's Dan and Chris from our home in Western Maryland, where we're still locked down. But we just wanted to take a few seconds to honor you and show you our respect and deep admiration for all you've done for Trinity, but also specifically our family over the years.
Molly, I've especially enjoyed your friendship through discipleship class and through Crafts for a Cause. Thanks for sharing your passion for sewing and helping me learn how to turn that into service for others.
And Jim, we've had a lot of adventures together in the new fellowship building and the capital campaigns and kind of re-envisioning the church over the last decade or two. And it's been a blessing to work on that with you and the other Trinity leadership. I just want to close with one of my fondest memories of our time together, which was when we took dancing lessons, and we got the chance to watch each other learn how to tango. That was an experience that is etched deeply in my memory and was a lot of fun. But thank you again both so much, to you and your family, and for all you've meant to us as a congregation and to our family specifically. We wish you the best.
Wishing you the best.
Hey, Jim and Molly, how you doing? Wanted to just share a few special memories that we have of you guys in your time. Jim, especially 4 years ago, I came to you asking for some prayers because I was having some health struggles, and I said, I have to climb a mountain. And you said, God loves a mountaintop experience, and He'll go with you every step of the way. And I've never forgotten it, and I've shared it with lots of people.
Well, I'll be in some ways happy to see Molly leave, because I think I'm going to save hundreds of dollars that my wife was spending at Crafts for a Cause. And all joking aside, The cranberry orange cake is a special treat that we'll miss in our home. The very special pillow that you made for Betty Jo's sister. And most recently, the mask. So look, in winding things up, we want to wish both of you all of the success and happiness and God's blessings as you relocate to Richmond, and we hope to see you there.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, Jim and Molly. Thank you for your years of service and leadership at Trinity. Jim, your teaching and your leadership will be greatly missed. Molly, I'll miss hearing all your insights on the books that we've read. I wish you both much happiness and time with family and friends and the opportunity to pursue your own interests and hobbies in your retirement. Blessings, Susan Maines.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Molly. Sandy and Vinny here, wishing you the very best after 23 years. You've been a big part of our life. You married Natalie and Carrie. You did Natalie with Jim Balcom, and that went so well. Fond memories. And then you worked with Rich's Rabbi and did Carrie's wedding. Also went so well. Memories we will cherish forever. Best of luck to you. We will miss you immensely.
We always will remember how you stood in for Natalie's wedding on the rehearsal night when David was in cardiac care unit in the hospital. And then also Christmas Eve won't be the same without having our dinner at church.
Hey, Jim and Molly, we are sadly finally sitting down to say this farewell. Oh my goodness, we wish you all just would turn around and say, no, we're not going. But we know that that is part of God's plan, and that there is, and Richmond is home, and that you have wonderful things waiting for you. But please just know you'll be missed. You've been a tremendous part of our lives, and you've shared yourselves with us in the church, and you mean more than you'll ever know to this family. Your words of wisdom, your beautiful, kind thoughts and caring ways as you took care of us and our church family will never be forgotten. And we know there's a church in Richmond waiting for you all and has much in store for them. We will miss each of you, Molly, Jim, but we will remember you with lots of love, and we'll be thinking of you in the days ahead. You're always in our prayers.
I miss the budget, Jim and Molly. I misses you, and I love you always. We best of luck for we misses you.
Jim and Molly, we can't tell you how much you mean to our entire family. We love you and we will miss you, but we will be with you in spirit and in love in Richmond.
We'll miss you.
Hi, Jim and Molly. We're picking one of our favorite places to say farewell, best of luck to two of our favorite people. I'm going to miss Jim's sermons and wisdom, most of all, and the kindness of both of your spirits. It's a terrific loss for the church, but a great change for you guys. So congratulations and best of luck.
Hi, Jim and Molly. We just want to let you know how much it's meant to us to be part of Trinity with you guys. Jim with you as our leader, and Molly with you, and all that you put into it, your heart and soul. And we just, we're gonna really miss your presence at Trinity. It won't be the same. And we just want to thank you for everything that you've given all these years. And your sermons still inspire us, Jim. We still sometimes talk about words of wisdom that we've learned from you. So thank you for all your gifts, and all your talents that you've shared with us through the years. And here's Caroline and Anna.
Hi, Pastor Jim. We've enjoyed growing up in the church and learning a lot, and going to all the events the church gave us, and we're really going to miss you. Yeah, Trinity's not going to feel the same without you there. And thanks so much for all your kind words and support over the years. They've been a lot, and we're really going to miss you. Thanks so much for everything.
So let's all say goodbye from the Spidell family.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be thinking of you often in your new adventures in Richmond. Bye.
Best of luck.
Hi, Jim. There are two things that I'll remember most about your time at Trinity. One was an act of faith, the other an act of love. When Jim was diagnosed with cancer, we came to see you with our son, Matt, who had just graduated from college. You asked what he was planning to do next, and when he said he was interested in computer work, but he didn't have a job, you immediately said, "We're turning the computers at the church over to you." Now that was a leap of faith. 6 years later, when Jim was dying, you came to see him. He had been unconscious and unresponsive for about 2 days. Matt and I were there, and we all sat around Jim's bed while you told stories of your days as a young pastor. We laughed and laughed, which was just what we needed that day. When you rose to leave, you said, "Let's pray." Matt and I took Jim's hands, and we also took your hands. We formed a circle of love. You prayed, and when we all said, "Amen," Jim squeezed our hands. That was my last wonderful memory of him. It was a gift, a great gift, that you made possible. You and Molly have brought great joy to my life, and I'll miss you so much. Thank you for being my pastor, but most of all, thank you for being my friend. And that never ends, even though I'll just say goodbye for now.
Hi, Jim and Molly. We wanted to thank you and Sasha and I for all the things that you've done for Trinity, for sharing your gifts of time and your kind heart.
And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors, knowing that our loss is someone else's gain.
We thank you especially for your deep dives into the meaning of the Bible and what it means for daily living.
We thank you for fostering a warm and loving church environment, and I want to thank you since you were the reason that I came to Trinity.
And we thank you for your vision for promoting the building of Trinity's Fellowship Building, and more recently for promoting the permitting necessary to use that building to its fullest for community childcare and adult classes and anything else the congregation may envision.
We thank you and Molly for promoting so many church outreach programs like the sandwich making and Crafts for a Cause, and now having made over 500 masks during the pandemic.
And I thank you for so many of the personal things, like adding the glass Christmas ornaments, now plastic, to Trinity's traditions, visiting me while I was in the hospital, and walking me through all the knocks of life over the past 20 years. We'll miss you and Molly.
You'll be in our thoughts and prayers as you move into your new chapter of life.
We love you both.
Jim and Molly, we really appreciate everything you've done for us. Thank you very much. And best of luck.
Can't believe that it's been over 15 years since we've gotten to know you. All three of these guys having gone through confirmation at the church. You've been such a big part of it. We thank you so much for having been part of our lives for these few years.
Thank you,
Jim and Molly.
Hi, Jim and Molly. We just want to thank you so much for all you've given Trinity and our family over the years. Things just won't be the same without you. We will really miss you. We wish you the very best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good luck,
you.
guys.
Hi, Jim and Molly.
right down to the wire. It's Father's Day right before you're going to retire. I've been thinking about what I wanted to say on a video for a long time. Recorded a long one with Maymont in the background and practically crashed Peggy Fox's computer. That's the point. There's so much to say. Thank you so much for all the years and all the wonderful guidance and love that you've given our family. Molly should recognize this house. She brought me masks that she handmade here for my office. So since we don't have a lot of time, Gloria's helping me film. Cabell's wonderful, wonderful girlfriend of many years, and everybody just wants to say a little something. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Pastor Sprouse, happy retirement. Hey, Pastor Sprouse, happy retirement.
Happy retirement.
Happy retirement, Pastor Sprouse, and I wish you the best too, Molly. Yep.
Thank you.
Hi, Jim and Molly. I can't believe you're leaving, but I want you to know how much I appreciate all that you've done for the Jeremiah family. You, both of you, have been instrumental in my life, my family's life. 23 years. That's almost a quarter of a century. I appreciate all the knowledge I've gained from you, from your sermons, from your Bible studies. Molly, we've been so fortunate that you have been so willing to jump in and take on a leadership role in our church. You've been amazing with your talents, the way you've led Church and Society, Crafts for a Cause, helped and managed the pancake suppers and the Thanksgiving dinners. We've had a lot of fun together. I especially remember and treasure the time we spent in the Covenant Bible study with many others. It was a very special time in my life. I learned I learned a lot. I still have the paper that we used with our covenant, and it's meaningful to me. You two have let your light shine here at Trinity, and I'm very appreciative of your friendship and your love, and I wish you all the best.
Congratulations.
Hey, Jim and Molly, all the best. We've really enjoyed being with you, and hopefully we'll see you in Richmond soon.
Congratulations on your retirement. Look forward to propping your feet up and doing a little more crafting, Molly. We'll miss seeing you, but hopefully we can catch up. We're halfway to you. We're closer to you in Richmond than we were in McLean. So take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Jim and Molly. Congratulations on your next move. We're sending you lots of love and prayer. When I think of you, Jim, I will always remember you saying, I will make you fishers of men. I feel like you have made me a fisher of men, and also everyone in our family. We've gotten to know God through you and through Molly, and through the entire church community that you've helped foster and grow for the past 20-some years. We love you. Bye.
Hi, Jim and Molly. My mother, Ruth Page, and I would like to thank you for nearly a quarter century of service at Trinity United Methodist Church. You've helped us all grow spiritually and provide us with productive perspectives, even when we didn't know we needed them. Wishing you all the best in retirement. Please don't be a stranger.
Hi, Molly and Jim. This is Suzanne Hamilton. Thank you for so many wonderful years at Trinity. Here's wishing you all the best down south in Richmond. Take care.
Hi, Molly and Jim. Hey, thanks so much in all the ways you welcomed us into Trinity and always made feel like we're part of this community. We will remember your smile, warm presence, friendly humor, and thoughtful prayers. And Molly, we appreciate your dedication to serving others, Your craft items during Christmas sales, they were out of this world. And your behind the scenes support for Service for Trinity, we really appreciate it. And I would definitely miss your delicious Strobe Tuesday dinners. And we thank you for the face masks you made for us to protect us. And Jim, your messages of hope and justice have changed our lives. Thank you so much for your friendship. And your friendship means so much to us. And we will always pray for you and hope that we can stay connected when you settle in Richmond. And we know that wherever you go, you will always be a blessing to everyone you meet, and you give them hope and joy. May God's love and peace and guidance keep you and lead you in your path. And we will definitely miss you, Molly and Jim.
Bye. Miss you. Thank you so much.
Hey Jim, it's Cheryl Andrews Holcomb wishing you a happy, happy retirement from Texas. I wish I could be there to give you a big hug and to wish both you and Molly all the best. It was such a joy working in your office at Trinity United Methodist Church in McLean from 2001 until 2006, first as your office assistant, and then you groomed me. You helped me become your congregational care coordinator, worked on the capital campaign, managed databases in the membership, and really got me ready for the next phase in my career. You were a loving leader. I appreciated your perspective and your wisdom and your loving, godly counsel at a time that was really hard for me, and I loved being part of your team at Trinity at a difficult time in my life. So thank you for all you've done, and I cannot be happier for you and Molly. You are going to have so much fun in retirement. Enjoy your grandchildren, enjoy gardening, enjoy traveling. Know that you have served your Lord very well through Trinity. And I know that he's got plans for you from here on in. So all the best and love from Cheryl. Bye.
Hi, Pastor Jim. Hi, Molly. We're very sad that we have to say goodbye. You baptized Olivia and me and welcomed us into the Trinity family. I always enjoy sitting in the pew every Sunday morning and listening to your sermons. They are filled with historical context. They make me think, give me hope, and encourage me to act.
You introduced me to and brought me into the Christian faith. I have learned to live by God's word because of your messages. Thank you for leading me in my journey with Christ.
You're one of the main reasons why we've chosen Trinity as our spiritual home. You're inspiring and compassionate, and you've really shown us how to practice what we believe in.
You have left many fond memories in every one of us. We'll miss you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Molly. First, I want to say that I'm sorry that your last days here at Trinity have not exactly been as we had imagined, but it seems that God had another plan. And second, I want to say thank you for the many years of service to Trinity. Jim, for your inspiration, for your words of compassion and wisdom, for your injections of history, humor, and personal examples as you taught us the lessons from the scriptures. This past year, as you know, has not been an easy one for us at home, but the Sunday morning services with the positive and thoughtful messages gave me just the lift that I needed to carry on. And third, Molly is only a churchgoer and not an extracurricular activity participant. I did not get to know you on a personal level, but I feel as though I did get to know you from Jim's sermons and also the praises that Peggy Trapp and Mary Hinton sang about you all the time. So I know just how wonderful you are. So now this is an exciting new chapter ahead for you both, and we'll miss you at Trinity, but I think Richmond is going to be a better place with you two down there. But I do think that there's much more excitement ahead, And as I said to you before, Jim, I see political activism ahead for you. And I'm counting on that. So however the wind blows, know how thankful we are for having you for as long as we did. Congratulations.
Hi, Jim and Molly. This is Doris. I really don't know what to say in the video. My goodness, 20 years, over 20 years. Just to say thank you for sharing your lives and all the stuff we've been through together, sharing the cats. And you got Mom to love cats, which is nothing short of a miracle. I will never forget her sitting on the couch with Lily by her side and her petting Lily and Lily looking up at her. I wish I had a picture. So that alone was pretty cool. Thank you for all you've done, all the kindness and all the love. And I hope things go well from now on, and that Jim, you're as busy as you want to be, and that Molly, you're as busy as you don't want to be. Thank you again.
Hi, Jim and Molly.
Hey, Jim and Molly.
We're here to wish you all the best. And congratulations, Jim, on your retirement. You too, Molly, because you're retiring as well as a minister's wife. We want to thank you for all you've done for Trinity, as well as us as a couple in our religious life. We've learned a lot and have just enjoyed Trinity so much and met so many nice people. Thank you also, Molly, for all you've done for the church. I appreciate working with you at the Vacation Bible School, and we also enjoyed the pancake dinners. We wish you all the best. It's gonna be tough going back to church and not having you there, but hopefully you're not far away. So hopefully we'll see you soon.
And I also want to thank you, Jim, for baptizing my our three grandchildren, Jack, Lily, and Logan. It was a joyous occasion all the time. We were married in Richmond at the Boulevard United Methodist Church many, many years ago. And I'm sure you'll be enjoying it there. We wish you nothing but the best in the future, and hopefully we'll see you sooner as opposed to later. Bye for now.
Bye, take care.
Hey, Jim and Molly, we just wanted to take a minute to say hi, and it's impossible to encapsulate everything we want to say about how much you have meant to us. I appreciate, Molly, everything you did in church and society and helping me out with that, and the ways you've continued to serve Trinity. And Jim, you have been an amazing mentor and guide. You're the person who led me into ministry. And so I thank you so much for that. And just wanted to let you know how much our family will miss you.
And we wish you a lot of luck on the move to Richmond. We know you're excited about it. We've moved 5 times since we've been married. Usually I would leave first, and then after a few days, Eileen would realize, where'd Ray go? And then she found me. But we're still together, and maybe we'll catch up to you. I'm sure you have many more moves in your history. We'll catch up with you eventually.
Have fun in Richmond, and we will see you someday when we go visit our kids in Charlottesville. We'll stop in and say hey.
Looking forward to it. Bye-bye.
Jim and Molly, we wish you the very best. It's been a wonderful 20 years at Trinity. So much has changed during those 20 years, but Trinity has been a constant in the loving family for that entire time. And the two of you have just been a terrific part of our family as we've grown through the years. We certainly have enjoyed seeing you every Sunday. We've loved the bread at the holidays and the Christmas ornaments, and you've always been so kind and helpful to our family. We're going to miss you, but we wish you the very best in the next chapter, and we do hope that you will come back and visit us frequently in Northern Virginia.
We've all learned a lot throughout the years through Trinity and through you all. First and foremost of which for me is that I learned that your first name was not Pastor. I thought your name was Pastor for the solid first 10 years of my life. So, but we're really gonna miss you all.
I think the Crafts for a Cause Bazaar, I hope it will continue
But Molly, it has been a wonderful addition to Trinity, and it's one of the things that I certainly look forward to and do a lot of my Christmas shopping. So your good works have certainly helped us and benefit personally as well as being a mission to an outreach.
Jim and Molly, it's Dave and Gail. We wanted to extend our best wishes for your retirement. I want to thank you, Jim, for your leadership and for your spiritual guidance over the past 6 years that we've been attending Trinity. It's truly been a great experience for the two of us and for our family on those occasions when our children do join us for services.
Ladies first. Molly, the verse that comes to mind when I think of you is Proverbs. A wise woman builds her house, and you truly built the house of Trinity United Methodist Church in McLean. So grateful for everything you did and for the lives you touched, and Crafts for a Cause will live on in you. And Jim, I think of Romans 10:15 when I think of you. Who can preach unless they are sent? So we're just so grateful to you that the Lord sent you to us, and that you indeed have those beautiful feet who brought us the good news each and every day. So thank you so much for helping us to grow in wisdom and knowledge and love of the Lord. We wish you both a great retirement and great new beginnings. Love you.
Love you.
Dave and Gail.
Hey Jim and Molly, it's Tom, Peggy, Leah, and Logan wishing you a happy retirement.
And thank you for 23 years of service to Trinity United Methodist Church. 20-some years ago, Tom and I joined the church because of you, Jim, and because of your sermons. We found them to be so deep and really helped us in our following of Christ.
Thank you for being so kind and welcoming to everyone and anyone.
Thank you for your meaningful sermons. They really mean a lot to me.
And you've been a constant in our lives. You've baptized our kids, and when my father was in the hospital, you went to visit him and held his hand before he died. And we just want to thank you for being there through the good times and the tough times. Be well, happy retirement, and God bless.
This is a present to Molly and Jim from the Millers, Leah and Spencer.
Hi.
Evening. Go ahead.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your night.